Hey, welcome back to another Type 5 how-to. And today we're going to be replacing this broken garage door hinge. But before we do that, I want to make note of a few safety items. Number one, whenever you're working with a garage door, make sure that you're not touching this spring unless you're properly trained. The garage door is under a lot of tension and you could seriously get injured if you do mess with that spring. That tension continues down this cable and attaches to the bottom of the garage door on the frame. So stay away from that cable and the garage door spring. You'll also want to make sure that you've released the garage door from this latch so that it detaches it from the motor. And you want to make sure that you unplug the motor from the ceiling in case anyone comes by and accidentally hits that button while you're working on it so that the door doesn't go up on you. All right. Now, once you go to replace the hinge, you got to make sure that you have the right part. Most of these garage door hinges tend to be labeled. This one here is labeled hinge number 1, and then we have hinge 2, 3, and then possibly 4 or 5. Make sure that you know which number hinge you're going to replace when you go to pick up that part. Hinge 1 just has the roller pin going through the hinge itself, but hinges 2 through 5 may have a separate hinge and then slot for the pin. So again, make sure that you have the right one picked up. And before we actually remove the hinge, I do want to mention that it's a good idea to potentially mark where the original hinge was so that you know exactly where the new one should be going back into place. Now, this specific hinge is held in with 4 1/2-inch bolts. We're going to go ahead and use a 1/2-inch nut driver on the end of this drill, but you could use a normal socket wrench as well. So we'll take all of these out. Just make sure that you don't drop any of these screws so you can reuse them if you need to. And then with all the bolts out, the hinge as well as the pin should slide right out. We can remove the pin, and you could either purchase a new pin or just reuse the old pin as well and replace just the hinge itself. We'll slide the new pin in, angle it into position. Again, reline up your holes. And once again, we'll retighten these bolts. You may want to hand tighten them first to get everything in position. Again, make sure that you're not dropping any of these screws. And that's it. All that's left is to plug back in the garage door opener and reattach the latch for the garage door, and we should be able to cycle it a couple times to make sure that everything works. So if you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want some more helpful reviews and how-tos in the future. That's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully I'll see you all on the next one.